All right. So here's the deal. Um, I have spent 5 years, close to 5 years, really being, I don't know if lost is the right word or just, um, just searching. And I have thought too hard about a lot of things. When I turned 50, which was 4 years ago, um, I, in many ways, was in good health and good mental health and good shape, strong financially. But I realized that a lot of my life was kind of lacking some purpose, was lacking was lacking direction, courage, focus. And I went through a journey from 2020 until today. Um, 5 years of just taking a look at my life and saying, "All right, what is this all about? What am I trying to accomplish here?" I I've had some successes in podcasting. I've built some communities from podcasts. I have, you know, uh, followed through on a lot of my um, goals and dreams that I had in my 20s and 30s. I've worked in the music industry. I've recorded and released several instrumental albums. I have podcasted and created way more than I ever thought possible from just simply podcasting. Um, and I've partnered with my wife. I've structured my life so that I could be home for pretty much the majority of the life of my three kids, except for my oldest, my first two boys, which are now 26 and 24. When they were five, 4, 5, and 3, I got out of the corporate world and started my own business. And really, since they were 5 and 3, like my son went to kindergarten and I just started my business. So, and I was home. I was available for them their whole lives. Um, and a lot of it was because of things that influenced me, like Rich Dad Poor Dad, and the 4 Hour Work Week, and Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Like all of these books and books on tape, the Bible, scripture, church has been incredibly foundational. My wife has been very influential. So I'm grateful for all of those things. Um, but in 2020, a lot of things sort of fell away. Things began to fall away, and the things that I was doing seemed to lose their power. I seem to not be able to grow things like I used to. And um, I've tried to identify what that is. I think a big part of it is we live in a time right now where we are consuming so much content. There's so much content out in the world that I'm getting distracted, and I've gotten sidetracked by dopamine hits and things that gave me a little bit of a rush that made me think, oh, well, this is definitely working. Even stuff I've created, getting that dopamine hit of the responses meant a lot to me. And I went through a period in 2022 where I did some coaching and I trimmed a bunch of stuff out of my life. I cut a lot of the things that I was doing and thinking that that would give me more focus. But actually, what it did was it gave me more time to think. And I didn't fill that time that I trimmed away, stuff I wasn't interested in anymore, I didn't fill that time with anything new. I didn't fill that with it something. And when I say with anything new, I mean, all I was doing was consuming more. I was not creating more. And that's the big lesson that I want to share is I've been having this aha moment here at the end of 2025 of I just need to create more. I've seen video after video encouraging me to create. As I've explored YouTube, I've thought through, what kind of YouTube channel could I do? I really want to create a YouTube channel. And then I realized what was working for me was the Courage Cast that I did for years, which the audio version of that will be this. So if you want to listen to me on the go and you don't have a YouTube account that allows you to shut the phone off, you can listen to it. It's available. It's not going to be called Courage Cast. It's probably going to be called my name somewhere. But that feed is still out there. And I realized that brought me so much life. Creating brings me life, whatever it is. Creating music. I'm sitting here at my keyboard. I love to write music. I love to produce videos. I have another channel called Quiet Time where I produce really peaceful, relaxing, meditative prayer music for healing and sleep. But I love creating. I've always loved it since I was a kid, since I was a teenager. I loved writing music. In college, I spent half my time in the communications building where I was studying television, radio, broadcasting. And then half my time I was spending in the music building, writing songs. And when I was at home, I was producing music on my little SY99 synthesizer in the late 80s, early 90s. I just love creating. I've always loved creating. But I've gotten lost in life. I have a big house that I've been blessed with. We bought it at a good time. We built it at a good time, but it's overwhelming financially to manage that. And so I've also felt this pressure to keep up with things and make more money. And so I've done things just to make money. But honestly, they've been the least fulfilling things I've ever done. So where I'm at right now is we're fine financially, but I'm really not investing in creating. I'm not making assets. To me, just like in Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he encourages us to invest in assets, to build assets, to create assets, to earn an income eventually from your assets. And I'm creating very little assets lately. And so that's going to change today. That's been changing for the last couple of weeks. I've been trying to make some assets. And I've been trying to find my way. And I've made it too complicated. I've listened to the gurus. I've listened to what people tell me to do. And honestly, what it comes down to is I just need to make videos like this where I am truly just speaking one-on-one with you. I'm going to be authentic. I plan to be sincere in my conversation. I plan to bring real stuff here to this channel and to just talk daily, create daily. That's the goal, is for me to sit down and record 2 videos daily, ideally, at least one. Sit down daily for an hour, create as much as I can, and then get back to work because I do have other things that I'm working on, developing. But I really feel a sense of stewardship, mentorship for you. Quite honestly, when I'm talking to this camera, I'm thinking about my kids. I'm thinking about the people that come to me and ask me for mentorship. Some people even look to me for, some kind of fatherly advice and wisdom. I'm definitely not the most perfect person in the world, but I hope that I'm going to provide sincerity and something of value to you on a daily basis if you listen and watch. So these videos will be very little editing unless I make a complete blunder or something happens. I'm going to be very real here, and I hope to put out the content that will be valuable to you that you want to come back to day after day, and something that you will be inspired by and even motivated by. So, and I'll try to keep these short, like I did the Courage Cast, 10 minutes or so or less of videos that will get to the point and teach a little mini lesson. And hopefully over time that will add up, and that those little deposits will add up and turn into something. So that's my goal, and that's what I plan on doing. They won't always be as rambling as this, but maybe they will. Who knows? Sometimes I just need to get something off my chest. So, all right, friends. Thanks for watching, and look forward to seeing what's next.